Morning, bitches. Flight number 2 of the day is the for now very backwards Tundra.
Throttle active. 16.7 volts.
It's a nice airplane.
Flaps half.
Really don't need flaps,
Flaps up.
so we're gonna skip that. Taking off. Yeah, that'll cause it to balloon pretty good, and I'm not much of a flaps flyer anyway. I don't use them appropriately. So, yeah, to recap, I have a new neighbor, Jerry.
Sensor lost. Sensor lost.
I don't know what's going on with that. It's been doing that a bunch. May have grubby terminals on my battery sensor. So yeah, got a new neighbor, Jerry, and his wife. I believe it's Diane.
Sensor
No, it's Debbie.
lost. 16.2 volts.
Diane or Debbie? Damn it. Those are black-bellied whistling ducks coming in for their morning sojourn. I want to stay away from them little bastards. Yeah, in review, I love Florida, but it sucks for about 4 months, 5 months out of the year. It's just so hot that Tarzan couldn't stand it, and you want to knock out all your
16.2 volts.
obligations early because it gets shitty early.
Sensor lost.
Huh. Yeah, I gotta figure out what's doing with my battery sensor. Or it's GPS. Could be the GPS shitting the bed. Forgot I got a GPS on there for no particular reason. I need to take that off.
16.2 volts.
Yeah, so I wanted to get all my do list stuff done before it got stupid and got into the crunch time. So yeah, I didn't want to go out and do anything frivolous. Like this time of day, I would be, working on the rig outside, loading in, doing projects, this, that, and the other. Just a voluminous do list, trying to wrap up the house for 3 months. So yeah.
16.2 volts.
So as my son would say while he's in college, yet again, yeah, when you're doing something frivolous, you feel like you're stealing time away from studying, or in my case, getting ready to leave, because I have a lot of shit to do. Not so much now. Found something cool, and this is for the geeks amongst us. When I was young, to compensate for not having a great memory about all the stuff I got going on in my life,
16.8 volts.
I always kept a note tucked underneath a cross pin that I had jammed in my shirt. I'm a notes kind of guy. I think I got it from my dad. And it's flawless logic. If you got a lot of stuff going on, you just have a to-do list or a do list. Well, when Google Assistant came out, oh, it's wonderful. All you gotta do is say, okay, Google, take a note, and it would email you a note. Well, my wife the other day, I'm telling her about this, and she's like, well, my phone won't do it.
Volts.
Flaw. There's a flaw in the OS or whatever. So I thought to myself, I bet you it'll allow you to use different note-taking apps. Sure enough, Google's native app called Google Keep allows for notes to be taken. And sure as shit, I did it. And oh, it's a great, it's not the most powerful in the world, but I really don't need it. I just need
13.3
to be able to have collaborative lists with my wife, things that we can check off together, send a picture with it, arrange them as needed in priority. Just plenty powerful for what we're doing. Like when we're traveling, you can have lists of things that you want to do when you go to wherever it is you travel. Oh my God, it's a geek's paradise. So I put that on my phone, Google Keep. It is the shit.
16.2
Now all my notes go to a centralized note place instead of defaulting to my email, which was nice, but it kind of cluttered up my email. And you really couldn't arrange it. It had to stay arranged via via whenever you sent the email. Cool. So yeah, I've got just a few do list things left. Next, might cut out a little early and go to our first destination next Wednesday rather than Thursday, but no matter how the story goes, we're going to be loading in just about everything we need over the weekend. I'm going to back the trailer out the morning of that we leave, and I've got to put my boat in. My new kicker boat is too big, oddly enough, to when closed. It's too fat to be able to back out of the yard because there's a swale in my front yard. I might be fixing that bitch next year with some sand. I might just start buying bags of sand from our friends at Home Depot and stacking that shit in.
15 volts.
Can't remember exactly when low battery is. I think it's 14.8 or something.
Timer 1 elapsed.
It's 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. Ready to go.
15 volts.
I told my new pal Jerry about my Two Old Campers and a Dog channel. We'll start populating it. I need to leave myself a note. I need to carry a jump drive with me. That I do. And getting it ready for our travels.
15 volts.
I'll save stuff to the PC and the jump drive. PC's got plenty of room on it right now. But it's old, and if it shits the bed, I don't want it taking all my stuff with me, and I'm not always going to be able, man, my upload speeds now that I went off of the unlimited plan with Verizon, is slow. In fact, that's something else I need to test, is go out to the trailer and test my
14.9 volts.
need to test my hotspot running out there. That I do. You hook two 1.5s up, 1500 batteries, and this thing will fly for 17, 18 minutes. That's what makes it attractive about carrying it on the road with me, because it's a
14.9 volts.
sweet little Boyd. I think it'll start telling me I'm low battery at 14.8. Last airplane I'm going to fly is the Venerable Icon A5.
.8 volts.
I say let's bring her in. This one steers nicely. Something Sledge, I think is the name of the lady that sings this song. It's Move Slowly or something, or Slowly. I ought to pull the damn pontoons off of this thing.
14.9 volts.
And bring it with me. Let's not stall her. Landing.
Throttle hold. 14.9 volts.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but for the pontoons, the floats, see it would fit below deck in my rig.